My name is Jason Lowther. I'm the Acting Director of Policy and Delivery for Birmingham City Council. What we're really talking about in this session is trying to understand our customers better so that they can get more of the services that they want in the way that they want them. We know already a lot about our customers. I think particularly elected members know a heck of a lot about what the issues are for people on the doorstep across the city or across the authority. We know a lot about individual customers in individual services. But what we haven't been able to do at all until recently is to start to pull that information together and start actually understanding the customers. So bringing together that information that we already have and some other new bits that we've bought from other people so that we can really understand what do individuals in the city want and need.
Through the external data and through expert opinion from people who deliver those services, we've said, well, for each of our segments, what's their use of that service at the moment, what's their likely future use, what are their preferred ways of accessing that service, and therefore, how should we be communicating with them? And we've done that, as I say, across the groups and across these 28 high-level service categories that we have.
What we're saying is, basically, people in these clusters have similar needs, preferences, they're in similar situations, and they want to relate to us in similar sorts of ways. Interesting to me are things like the preferred channels for communication. So for this group of people, we know that they are very open to communication through community groups, through faith-based groups. Whereas if we understand where they're coming from and use channels that are more appropriate to them, then we have a much better chance of them understanding and hearing and inputting to that conversation.
To start using that to influence how we plan and deliver those services. There's a debate to be had there about how radically you change the way that you plan and deliver services. So at one extreme, we could say, well, we've done this work now, we're all committed to customer focus, and so we will forget about the way that we planned services in the past, and we'll start with a blank sheet of paper and build them up one against each of these 12 categories of customer segments that we've identified. I think that would be a high-risk strategy, and it might be quite difficult to get everybody in the council to buy into that. So we've adopted a more kind of incremental approach by saying, okay, well, in this first year of really using this approach in earnest, what we'll do is we'll pick off different areas of service. So we'll pick off areas where it looks like there are significant differences between the needs and preferences of the segments in Birmingham. And we'll have a conversation with that service area about how are you going to go about responding to those more accurately in the future. So we're starting that with 5 service areas over the next 6 months and then expanding that when we've learned the lessons from those 5 pilots. In terms of service managers, we are picking off a little bit at a time. So we're saying, let's talk about leisure centres. Let's look at some areas where we know that we're not getting the kind of participation that we want and you want as service managers, and let's see how this kind of insight can help you to deliver your service better. And that's getting a positive reaction and getting over a lot of the kind of theoretical arguments that I think could bog you down for a very long time.